Oh shit! They're fighting. Did you see that?
Who is?
There's two, and they're chasing each other.
I hope you're recording this right now. See, this is the kind of reality.
That is so funny.
Wait, who was chasing who?
The skinny one was chasing the fat one. The keto lizard was chasing the non-keto lizard.
Yeah. It smells like pizza in here.
It does. What a great smell. I mean,
Can you just bring it over here?
And but it's not pizza. It's Pizza.
Oh, now we're going way back.
Yay.
Yeah, you can bring it here.
Oh, no, bring it. What is that?
On here. Yeah.
Oh my God, we should put it in the video.
Totally. Put them all in the video. It's all part of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's Beck. Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Oh.
Answer the phone. How does this milk here on this?
Nope, you got it.
Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, our first caller. Hey, Becca.
What?
Becca.
Hi.
Becca, say hi to Becky.
Hi, Becca. Nice to finally meet you over the phone.
Hi, Becky.
Hi.
And then, of course, we have Milk, and we got the keto coach in all of Hawaii. We got Jodi Nishida.
Hi.
And me too, but I don't have headphones, so I can't hear you.
That's Tina Franklin.
And that was me talking
hear
into
you.
Ryan's headphones instead of the microphone.
No, actually, you can relate to this, Becca. I'm glad you called. We just got started, but we have our guest here because we're kind of talking about keto. Because for those of you guys who don't know, me and Becky are on the Sam and Ryan Show, 939 The Beat, and so is Milk. She has why don't you just tell them, Becky, what do you have going on right now?
I have a bet with my mother that I can lose 15 pounds by December 5th. And Ryan speaks so highly about keto that I thought that was the best way to go. And I can also still eat like cheese and
whiskey.
And whiskey
And
or
bacon.
meat,
Yes.
meat.
Yes, and that's where we have the keto coach here, Jodi, as well, to sort of help guide us through this crazy jungle.
I will guide.
Yes, and so why don't we start with okay, so how long do we have? How long right today is what day?
Okay, it's August 10th.
Mm-hmm.
August 10th.
So we've got 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
But I told her she can do this in 6 weeks.
Oh wow! But just to clarify for those who don't know this, you have to actually weigh 15 pounds less than what's.
I mean, my guess is I'm probably around 165 right now.
Okay,
that's
so
just a guess. I haven't weighed myself yet.
And
Okay.
how tall are you?
5'5".
Okay, so you have to lose 15, and so that number has to be hit on December 5th. You can't lose it and then gain back. In other words, so even if you lost it in 6 weeks,
I mean,
have
it
to
hasn't
keep it
been
off.
established. It hasn't been established yet because I'm going to Japan in October. So it's
We have a strategy for that.
oh, really?
Yeah.
because you gotta tell her because you got Japan, you may have
Vegas.
a
You might go to
Vegas
Vegas
trip.
too, right afterwards.
Then that's Halloween. Then there's Thanksgiving. I mean, I hope you're ready. Are you up for the challenge?
I am. I love this.
Really?
It's boring if it's not a challenge.
Now, real quick, let's just get straight out of the gate with a shameless plug. Where do we find you? How do we find you on the internet?
Oh, the keto prescription.
Yeah, for other people who are gonna follow this. Yeah.
.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so tell us the plan. What do you think she should do?
Well, Becky's going to come in next Thursday.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, for an hour session with me in the keto clinic, and I'm going to keto coach her. And we're going to go over what she's going to eat and when and all of that, and I make it very easy.
Now, wait, I heard earlier, tell me if this is true, but Milk is being dragged along for this, like going shopping on a Sunday.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that. You want to be.
Yeah.
I do actually.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay.
No, and couples doing it together is key.
Right.
Because you know what happens if they don't do it together is oftentimes one will sabotage the other.
Ah!
No, I
makes
see it all the
sense.
time. And Milk has reasons to do it too.
He does.
Well, yeah, because if you do it and he does it, I mean, he's going to feel that pressure. Like, you know what I mean? It's like she's out and about. The DMs are blowing up. Things
telling
are,
you.
the
Not gonna
swipe
blow
rights are
up.
swiping
The swipe
righter.
rights are going right because when one gets hot and the other's not, it doesn't work out. And keto saves relationships and marriages because this will up your sex drive.
Oh boy.
It fixes your hormones.
Oh, by the way, Becca, feel free to chime in.
Sorry.
We didn't even bury you.
I'm like, do I hang up now?
No, but actually, you can actually talk about this because you're yourself, right? You actually went through something similar, where you had to lose, or you lost a lot.
A lot.
Like, so how much and in what way? What did you do?
I basically, without even hearing about keto, like this was like 5 years ago, I really only ate like tofu and vegetables. No sugar, no carbs. I cut all sugars out from my coffee, so I learned how to drink black coffee.
Oh, that's tough.
And then I did gym like 3 to 4 times a week, so also. But I lost like 60 pounds in 5 months.
Okay, I couldn't hear most of that, but I'm just going to say, if she didn't say that she lived off a sugar-free Red Bull and running 50 miles every freaking day, then she's lying.
She left that out.
No. No, that was later. After I was in shape.
But can I say what's missing from Becca's plan is I don't hear a lot of healthy fats incorporated into that.
That's just,
Yeah, so she wasn't trying to do the keto.
A lot of fat.
Right.
She just
Actually,
eliminated the sugar.
Eggs. I had salted eggs.
I
Well,
love
eggs
eggs.
are good. Eggs are good. Oh, you love eggs?
I
You're
love
gonna
eggs.
kill this. Like, you're gonna do so well.
See, but
I promise.
I like vegetables. I like most meats, and I love eggs. Milk knows, but Milk doesn't really like eggs. Milk really doesn't like vegetables.
I got milk. Don't worry. I
You
got
do?
milk on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Milk's gonna do carnivore keto, and it's gonna be great.
So that's kind of what you do too, right? Like you customize the plan for like each person. Each person's gonna be slightly different.
You have to, because you need to take into consideration their medical history as well as any medications they might be on, and their family history, and then I have to tailor it to each individual person.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not social media keto. Like, this is real medical keto.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I know for Becky, like you like specialize like in certain, like, you know what I mean, right? Certain things like are better than others, like pizza, Pringles, noodles.
Yes.
Oh no.
Right. So it's like, how do you do? I mean,
I think noodles are the hardest carb to kick for me.
Well,
Because I
then-
never really ate rice, but like noodles is like,
Well,
that's
then
tough.
thank God we got Costco to bring back healthy noodle, because it's just like, I will make that at home. It takes 2 minutes to boil. I'll bring it in a baggie to the ramen place and ask them to put that in there for me.
Oh my God, and they'll do it for you?
Oh, totally, because I'm not asking for a discount.
Yeah.
But it's like almost no carb, and you're having the same food as the rest of your family.
no way.
Dude, I have all the hacks and the tricks. I'm like keto ninja. Seriously.
Yeah, that's why you specialize
You're
in it.
gonna
That makes
love
sense.
it. And there's all these noodle options.
It's
gonna
at
be fun.
Costco right now.
Right now. And
Oh.
they did away with it, and we made all this noise, and they brought it back.
I'm glad. Healthy
So what-
noodle.
Is there like there's like a list that has like, you just have to.
Yeah, so when her and Mel come into clinic,
Right.
they get a copy of the book, they get a handout with all the food, everything.
Dude, I love hand jobs. How many hand jobs
No,
you guys
no,
do?
no, hand out.
Oh, I'm
hand out.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's new technology.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that in the clinic.
Because you do lose weight that way, by the way.
Yeah, well, you can.
But then one hand becomes more like fit than the other.
But
so-
it does have carbs in it, though. So you just gotta. Here's the thing.
You get
Funny
asked that
story.
question?
No, like,
I
let's
get
go there.
asked that question. So people will message me on Facebook and be like, "Hey, Dr. Jodi, so dot. Does sperm have carbs in it?"
Becca, pay attention, Becca.
And I'm like, Google it, because it does. It just pops up. It does. So
Oh, wow.
ladies,
Well, like how much?
Men,
Wait, could
ladies
you?
and men.
Wait, by the way, could you download the Carb Manager app?
oh my God, can
And
we look
write
that
it-
up?
look
Oh
it-
shoot, or do you still have it in your phone?
My phone's up there with the security cam.
Tina, do you have Carb Manager on your phone?
You don't? Okay, try download it right
Oh
now.
my God, and if it's not in there, we can add it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, because basically Carb Manager, you download it right now if you haven't downloaded it in your phone. And right before it's really easy. Right before you eat, you just type in the thing and it shows you like for 1 cup, 1 liter, whatever it is, how many carbs per measurement, right?
So it's not about no carb. It's about as low carb as you can go.
Yeah, I'll put you
Well-
on a certain amount of carbs per day. So it's
Yeah.
not no carb, it's low carb.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing that
Right.
activity, make sure to add it to your Carb Manager for that day.
Right. Like,
Because it counts towards your total.
like
Good to
I told Becky, there's like levels to this, right? So like,
Yeah.
there's like black belt level where like the kind of keto that was made for like epileptic children.
Yes.
So I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not saying that's bad. You can go there if you want, but that's like,
really serious.
hardcore, like, no, 5% of carbs. And you have to get like all samurai. But
Right.
I mean, I do like I graduated from that. I did that for a few weeks, and then I graduated to like 10%. That's just me. Because for me, it's about just knowing that I'm doing way better than I used to.
Yes.
And just slowly, I'm not trying to get all Nazi about it. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, and the longer you do it, the more flexible you can be
Right.
with it. So
Right.
if you have a higher carb day, like I was talking about tonkatsu, chicken katsu,
Right.
it's not going to kill you.
Right.
Oh, so it's about planning it out.
Well, no, it's just you get to a place where you understand how your body reacts to sugar, and then it gives you more leeway, and you can play around with it. You don't have to be so strict.
Right, like me and Tina, we did it. We did it the same exact day, July 1st, July 4th,
Yes.
2018, right?
Yes.
And then, but we had totally different journeys, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. When I started, I went cold turkey, so I didn't do any carbs because I was thinking like if I put just anything in my mouth that was sweet, I was gonna just go nuts. So, so I just cut everything out, and then of course, sure enough, a few days later, I had the keto flu.
Yeah.
And I felt really lousy and headache, and we didn't know what it was at first because I mean, it's like you feel like you go through withdrawals, like if you just cut out all the sugar, especially when you have as much sugar
You
as I
actually do
am.
go through, and it's an electrolyte imbalance, is what that is. So that's why. That's what you were.
Right.
That's what keto flu is.
Well, so I just drank like a lot of water with a little salt in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
okay.
And ate like half a pack of bacon, and it made me feel so much better. And then I just kind of like, okay, I'll just do a little carbs, and it was little sugar, and then and then after that, I kind of gradually just went away from the sugar. The sugar substitutes for me just don't taste that good. I just can't.
Yeah.
Each person is different. You got to find your own, you know?
Yeah. So Swerve actually, that's the best one that I've found that I like. I know a lot of people say monk fruit, but I really don't like the taste of monk fruit.
Whereas I don't mind monk fruit. And I like
That's not
erythritol.
true.
She doesn't like
You don't like monk fruit. We threw it was next expensive.
Oh, is that the one that
too.
tastes like licorice?
Yeah, we
Okay, not that one.
I've
Okay,
never
not that
even
one.
tried it, honestly.
So I want to get a one now that everyone swears by, and they said that it tastes just like sugar and there's no aftertaste or anything. So I'll try that one. But the one at Whole Foods, I'm telling you right now, don't buy it.
What's it called?
What?
You're the one everyone's swearing by.
Lakantu or something like that.
Oh, I've tried that.
Is it not? Oh, yeah. See, Swerve. I like Swerve.
I like Swerve too. And they sell it at times.
The only thing with Swerve is it does have a little bit of a cooling effect from the erythritol that's mixed in it. But you're gonna try it today.
Oh,
and
okay.
You'll know. You can tell it's very, very subtle.
Okay.
Erythritol has a lot more cooling effect if you just go straight erythritol, and then and I haven't tried xylitol. Yeah, there's all these different tols, and and so far Swerve is the best. So
Yeah, you'll get the list.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling you that I was cutting out all the sugar, which typically I drink a sugary coffee, and I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I have to allow something that I still keep sugar in, because if not, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
So I kept my coffee still sweet,
Okay.
and then I was, but typically I'll drink like a Sprite or two a day,
Yeah.
and so or like a juice or like something sweet, and I wasn't getting like the typical sweet juice that I get. And yesterday I was like, Mel can tell you, I was like I couldn't even get out of the car. I was like, I don't feel well. This is not good.
Yeah, Milk just shot me a look. Yeah, I was there, dude. Okay, so for the soda thing, there's something called Zevia.
Zevia.
And it's soda sweetened with stevia. And it's
pretty good.
It's not bad. And because I think that one of the reasons why people love soda is the bubbly, the fizz. Mm-hmm. So Zevia is a great option. And at Whole Foods, they have like 15 different flavors.
Oh, nice.
So they'll have a Sprite alternative.
Yeah.
When you say sugary coffee, can you describe that for me? Like,
It's a creamer. Ryan knows. He's there. Oh, he's gone. He's there every morning. But it's like it's a creamer. It's like a chocolate creamer.
a chocolate creamer. Okay.
I used to get those too.
We looked at it. It was high in carb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're
so
so
you,
good.
you like the chocolate, like the mocha flavor? Is that what it is?
I mean, it was just about really saving money in terms of getting a Starbucks every morning.
Do you go to Starbucks every morning?
I would like to if I could afford it.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Do you think Ryan she'll like bulletproof coffee?
I do.
You think she will?
You don't think so?
I love
It's not
it.
sweet.
I'm addicted
just
to
a
it.
sugary person to sugary person.
Yeah.
It's not. You'll have to just decide, like, make the sacrifice, get away from it until your body can adapt, and then start doing, because nothing tastes like sugar. Nothing tastes as good as sugar.
Yeah.
But then and it's because you're addicted, right? Once you get it out of your system, and then you'll find that if you even try to have a little sugar, it's just way too sweet and you're not going to want it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
okay.
So your
then,
taste buds will change.
it will a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Because now I love that. The Zevia, I like, I just like Pellegrino. There's like little lemon in it, and that's because I like the carbonated feel. But
Yeah. Sometimes you need a little fizz.
yeah, it's so good. And actually those sparkling waters, like, what is it called?
Those sparkling
LaCroix.
beers are really popular now. There's like a sparkling alcohol that all these kids drink. It's like really popular.
Oh, is that the one with a mermaid on
I think
the
it's called like
can?
Claw or something like White Claw.
Yeah, you know, they're expensive.
No, she has a
If you
spiked
can't afford
seltzer, though.
Starbucks, you can't afford that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The reason I brought up bulletproof coffee is that's basically fatty coffee.
Right.
And that's how a lot of keto people will start off their day because it's instant brain fuel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so, and you can add some liquid stevia drops to it to sweeten it a little bit, and that's not going to kill you. Stevia doesn't spike your insulin. The whole thing is spiking your insulin, and only 4 or 5 sweeteners don't spike your insulin. So that's on the list that I give you when you come to the clinic. But Tina was talking about xylitol. Xylitol does spike your insulin. So you'll know.
So
and we'll figure out the coffee thing. Like, I'm not even worried about that.
I'll help you with the coffee thing right now.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this sugar-free syrup called Honest Syrup.
Honest
and
syrup.
by Chalk Zero. It's super, super good. And you can put that in your coffee along with some brain octane. So you can do like a bulletproof coffee, but not like, but the bulletproof, if you were to buy that $5 bulletproof coffee carton,
don't buy that.
like make your own bulletproof coffee.
Yeah, make
so
it
like
at home.
the MCT oil, a little, like butter, and then I bought just a cheap frother from Target. And you just froth it up, and then you can put this in, you make it a mocha.
Oh.
And it's super yummy.
Oh, she needs her glasses. Hold on.
Really small.
By the way, Tina made us a bunch of fun keto snacks. I don't really know what we're looking at, but it looks like pizza.
Broccoli cheese bread.
Broccoli cheese bread. So we're going to be trying that. She already made us a taco salad.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
We got some pork rinds out there. We're trying to do a whiskey baking club, but we didn't have the bacon, so we have whiskey and pork
she's gonna
rinds.
try it. You're gonna try it.
And I made some cheesecake fat bombs, and so fat bombs are really, really great to have on hand. So you basically just have like a different flavors, and you can put them in little, those little mini cupcake muffin pans or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can pour the cheesecake mix, whatever flavors you want. Sometimes I do key lime. Chocolate, you put peanut butter even, and you make these, they're called fat bombs, and you put them in the freezer, and that way if you ever have a sugar craving and you want something sweet, they're really quick to pop in your mouth and satisfy that.
It. Milk, do you want to try it? It has broccoli in it though.
That was good.
Milk hates broccoli. That's like the one vegetable that's
Milk's
really hard.
face cannot tell a lie right now.
Can you try a bite? It's like mostly cheese. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's so scared.
Okay. I know. I'm so pushy.
Just put a ton of marinara.
Milk looks as excited to try this as he is to do this diet with you.
Totally.
It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, people.
Damn
It's
it.
just his face. How many times do I have to explain that? Just
take
try
a
a
small
piece.
bite. Go milk, milk.
Do you hate it? Do you hate it? He hates it. He doesn't like. He can taste the broccoli and everything.
Oh, really? It's
Yes.
not, even though it's mostly cheese.
Just swallow it. Take a sip of whiskey. Stop! Don't do that. You know I hate when you do that.
You know what's so funny is I'm going to use that face for when we're talking about the sperm having
Okay,
carbs.
spit it out. Spit it
Yes.
Swallowed it whole.
Oh my God, yes.
Swallowed it whole already. I can't chew it.
Swallowed it whole, folks.
I can't chew it.
Did you buy it?
Oh.
Where?
out. That was
Online.
Stop gagging.
How can I
Take a
stop?
sip of your
How
whiskey.
can I stop gagging? Stop doing what you're doing. Stop having reflexes in your throat.
You know what? We're so realistic. We're gonna leave all this in. This is gonna be. It's realistic. Sometimes you don't like broccoli. That's true. That's
I know. I thought maybe I'm trying. I'm trying to get him to eat more like.
It's really spicy too. Gosh.
So Tina,
It is
how much
spicy,
were
but it's good.
these? Because I wonder if do you think can Becky afford a bottle of that?
I'm sure she can afford it. If you
Okay.
can't, I will gift you one. I'm
No,
gonna make
it's
another
okay.
order. But
Oh, you have to order it online.
Yeah, it's an online order. Chalk Zero. They're freaking amazing. Their chocolate is so good, and like you can have a little dark chocolate if it's over like 85%. But they make milk chocolate and white chocolate, and it's so yummy.
Yum.
So,
Yeah.
So
And Chalk Zero is a good company.
they're a great company, and
Chalk Zero
I
and
found a lot of
Lily's, yeah.
places online where I get my keto stuff from.
Yes.
But
Are
I
you
buy
about
a
to
lot in
throw up?
bulk because to order stuff to Hawaii sucks really bad. You have to buy a lot, or it's not worth it. So my suggestion would be get together with me or any other your keto people and do like a bulk order.
Ooh.
And you guys all put in on it, like
They should get it here.
Yeah.
In stores.
If there's anyone out there that wants to open like a keto cafe, like a
Yes.
bakery / bulletproof coffee shop with like a retail section that carries all of this kind of shit, I would love that. I'll be
Yes.
I'll invest. I will invest. So do you really like this?
I love it. See,
Okay.
I like vegetables a lot, and
Okay.
I mean vegetables and cheese. You can't really go wrong.
Because part of the problem is like, I think, and, especially in the minds of people who haven't tried it yet, they're like, okay, look, I want to try to eat better, but like, let's be honest, man, when you make a healthier substitute of something, it just sucks. And I was just surprised how like, that's really not that true. There's a couple
Yeah.
things that won't, I'll be honest, there's a couple things that won't be exactly,
like what?
I mean, like, I can't, what can I?
Think of anything?
Well, no, like going back to what you said, certain sugar substitutes I didn't like. I don't like when I taste licorice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to taste sugar and then substitute, and then now licorice is in the freaking mix. Ugh. I'm not racist against licorice. I like the red one better. That's all. We're just talking taste.
And
Yeah.
I don't think pizza crust is the same. Because even the Round Table and the CPK one still has carbs in it.
Yeah.
Oh, does
Right.
it?
Yeah, so you can't
They just use rice flour or
use
something.
rice flour,
yeah.
so you can't eat more than 2 slices.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
So
Right, but at least those 2 slices will be better if you eat the regular
Exactly.
2 slices.
Totally,
so if
right.
you're gonna eat it, but just don't eat a whole pizza, I guess, right?
But it's not the same. What
Right.
else? Bread is not the same. Oh. What?
I was going to make grilled cheese sandwiches today because I have this great bread that I got online. Let me go get it.
It's like
Please do.
it's a low carb bread she orders online, so
Oh my
you
gosh.
can do all this stuff with it. but-
Okay.
So yeah, part of it is just like having fun. There are things out there, and we can share links, and we can just share you the stuff. She showed me like a bunch of like there's a keto mayonnaise,
Oh.
which is
Yeah,
like
there's mayonnaise, ketchup,
there's-
salad dressing, steak
right.
sauce, and barbecue sauce.
Oh wow.
right. There's and a lot of people don't. Not everybody loves.
You're going to have bread. This is another thing. It's
I
got
wanna
carbs,
see.
but if you're going to have it.
It's like still lower. So what kind of carb? Like what are the stats on this? What are the carbs on this?
So it's sweet oat bread, and it's 9 grams of total carbs per slice. That's not bad. Okay, my only feedback, am I allowed to
Okay.
give feedback on
Yeah,
this?
of course. That's what we're
Okay.
here for.
Is the wheat and the soybean oil and the sunflower seed flour. But listen, there's no perfect product on the market, especially when it comes to bread that's already made.
Right.
I do have a bread connection, and I will be.
Didn't she move though?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be her distributor. out
Oh,
here.
nice.
But still, when is that? It
Right.
could be 8 months from now. And
Right.
if you're not in Hawaii and don't know me personally, you're basically screwed, right?
Right.
So this is a great second sola. Is what it's called?
Yeah, and notice that it's cold because it's in the freezer because we don't eat bread that often. So
Right.
it's like when you feel like, gosh, I just want a sandwich, or
Yeah.
whatever, or if I don't
you
feel like
absolutely
because I
need it.
can make bread. I do make keto bread. I don't like to because it takes a little time and effort. So this is just nice to have on hand. So. But yeah, and it tastes really good.
But listen, because I work with a lot of blue collar workers and construction workers, because I work with some of the unions out here now, and these guys love their sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because they're out in whatever site, and so they bring sandwich from home, right? So this is a great option for people like that.
Well, also, I would say definitely get it. You know, maybe we can throw this in somewhere, a picture of it, but it's called Cut the Carb, cutthecarb.com. But like I said, when you ship to Hawaii, you have to ship in bulk, so you have to buy four packs, which is like 48 slices, but it's not a slice, it's wraps. And it's so versatile. And if you look at my Instagram page, you can see all the things that I've used it for. I mean, you can like cut it into little squares and put cinnamon and sugar substitute, make like cinnamon toast crunch with it.
Oh, yeah.
And you could even wrap your burgers with it and have like a burger wrapped, you know, hamburger.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do with it.
Yeah, like, and I really think it's like, yeah, so, you know, we're like a year and a half deep. She's been like, what, you're like 3 years now?
I'm almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, we've been doing it and having fun. It's been an adventure. But in the beginning, it was a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, if I could look back, and the advice I would give myself is just, like, you know, who cares? Just have fun, just little by little. Just every day read a little something. It doesn't have to be all at once, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that I was moving forward was the key, I think, you know, and just...
But she's lucky, dude, because she's coming to the clinic. There was nothing like that for us. We
Oh, yeah,
all have
totally.
to self-learn,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And you know, you're going through all these articles, and then it's still so new. And in fact, there's so much money being poured into like the sugar companies.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and they have a lot of money to convince you.
Can I tell you something I learned recently?
Yeah, please.
This is going to be a great topic.
Yes.
Okay, so the whole vegan lobby is, the majority of it is funded by the Seventh-day Adventists who are in bed with Coca-Cola. And so their whole thing is they hate keto because keto is a lot of meat and things like that. So they are actually influencing our government, and they're trying to levy or impose a huge meat tax. The problem with that is now all your lower income people are not going to be able to have access to meat. And this is all in the name of salvation for when Jesus comes.
There was so much.
It's not even based on health. It's based on salvation. But unless you're in my medical world of this, you don't know things like that. And it's so effed up, in my opinion. Like, so it's the Seventh-day Adventists, and this is their whole mission. So you're not even allowed to masturbate. So James,
Okay, I'm out.
you're out. You're like,
Too rich for my
I
blood.
can't.
I mean, yeah, I could cut down sugar, but
But
there's
that, so James Kellogg, who invented cereal,
Right?
Right.
was a
Kellogg.
Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh, that's right.
And he worked for one of the head people of that church, and the whole thing was you can't. So the joke is that because he couldn't masturbate, he poured all his energy into inventing cereal.
Which it kind of does look like jizz, if I'm being honest. Dry jizz on the Frosted Flakes. I had no idea that's what it was. It's just like frustrated Seventh-day
It's
Adventist
so much frustration.
manifesting all his frustrations on our fruit. Our cereal.
And he's the guy that invented the saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Oh, wow.
And that's actually bullshit.
Right. Yeah,
So this is all more backstory.
Now, okay, getting back to Becky's, like, so when did you start? Like, what day are we on of you, like, changing your...
What is it? I started on Monday, so day 6.
Oh, day 6, almost to the 7th day.
Yeah, but I
Adventist.
wouldn't say it went great. No
Okay,
fast
okay.
food this week.
Okay, so tell us so far, like, seriously,
Which is
tell us from the beginning till day 6. Just take us on a quick recap.
Well,
of how it's been.
I understood what some of the issues are that we have, and I say we, Milk and I, we eat too much fast food, right? Would you say so? We eat too much fast food, we eat too much sugar, and then that was pretty much like, and we eat too late at night.
Yeah.
So that was like the 3 biggest ones. I was like, if I can curb these, then I probably will, be successful. So the first step up until the 6th day was we haven't had fast food.
Okay.
Which is good. Which is
Yeah.
good.
6 days.
Yeah, which is
very, no, I know, especially when you're eating it every other night.
Yeah.
That's a huge stretch.
we haven't had any fast food. What else? I've had to have like carbs. So the first 3 days I didn't have any carbs, and then I crashed, and I was like, I gotta get something.
Of course you did.
Yeah, and I crashed, and then.
I love it.
But other than that, it's been okay. We went to Whole Foods and we ate like I've been a little bit more strict than Melk's been, but he's been better, if that makes sense.
Better than himself.
Yeah, like he was
Right.
like, can I drink Diet Coke? Is Diet Coke okay?
No, 'cause- yeah. But you can drink Zevia Coke.
So Zevia, like if we're trying to get soda, Zevia is the best way to go.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far I would say probably the only most successful thing is we haven't had any fast food. But yesterday I had to break down and drink Sprite, so that was like the first time I had Sprite.
Okay.
And so that was 5 days without
Now,
Sprite.
was it a little bit sweeter? Did you remember it, or was that just
No,
as
it
normal?
was like almost addictive.
It was.
Just
it was
like yeah.
Oh, like you were literally you
were
were
jonesing,
Like, you
yeah.
were
It was like
totally
it was
shooting
like
up
like
heroin.
sipping it, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so much better. It's bad.
It was like Will Ferrell in Old School when the beer touched his lips. Do you remember that
Yeah,
scene?
but you know what? But it's not bad. It's like it's natural anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going slowly, but it's not bad that your body is responding to something it's been addicted to for how long, right?
Mm-hmm. Long time.
Long time.
It's a mental thing for sure. You have to get
Totally.
over that mental block.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You
But if
did good though. Your body's thanking you right now for no fast food for a week.
That was like at least we did that. We,
Yes, that's huge.
but we still had carbs, and I still had soda, but that was about it.
Okay.
I'm trying. I think one of Melk's biggest things is energy drinks,
Oh.
and yeah, I think that might be something that he should try and curb too.
Yeah. I can get him on bulletproof coffee instead of energy drinks. Maybe. Milk, do you drink coffee?
Milk, find it hard to believe that you have a problem with energy drinks.
I know, because he's so like
He's so mellow.
he's so mellow. Yeah.
Where is all this energy going to?
It's to stay awake, I guess, because any mellower he'd be asleep.
It's okay, seriously. Tell us how you feeling with this. Are you feeling up to it seriously, or are you kind of like?
Oh, I'm down. I'm down to do it. Yeah, I mean, I would be happier if I lose a little bit more weight.
Yeah, you have to explain why. You're making it seem like it's just me.
No, it's not just you. It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to get back to my old weight, I guess, or
Oh.
want to get back to my old.
Which
body.
is like about what? So she's going for 15 pounds by December 5th. Are you kind of like just jumping on that bandwagon?
Yeah, I mean, I would be down. 15 pounds. That would be cool. See what that would look like.
Okay, so for you, like for Becky, she's saying it's noodles, it's pizza Pringles. For you, what is your go-to demons?
Energy drink.
Energy
Red
drink,
Bull,
Red Bull.
yeah.
What else?
Sodas. Any sugary drinks.
Ah,
He's a snacker like me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the in-between meals even. Mm-hmm. So what's your go-to? Is that candy, chips?
Yeah.
For me, it was chips. I could eat a bag of chips
Right.
instead of lunch.
Right.
Like it was so horrible, but I would just like be all greasy and fall asleep in my bag of chips, crumbs in my lap.
But what's easy about this is that they just need to have the right things within reach. But they don't know what the right things are yet.
Oh, that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know I could do low carb, not no carb,
Right.
Yes.
and I didn't know I could do sugar substitutes.
Right. Well,
So,
certain ones. Right.
Certain ones, yeah.
Yeah. And so as you guys learn after you come in, and I'll give you the thing, you'll have the right things within reach. So when you do want a snack or when you do need a drink or whatever, I think for milk, a lot of it is just having, you know, like how people who smoke, it's not the tobacco. For a lot of people, it's this motion that
Yes.
they actually like. So for him, it could just be that reaching for like that, honestly. But we'll in an hour, you'll be surprised at what we can break down.
And I would say too, like, you know, earlier when we were talking and I was saying like I never viewed keto as like a diet to lose weight. It's like a lifestyle change, and so part of that was just like knowing what sugar and bad foods actually do to your body, and like
Yeah.
not just like, oh, you know, like it messes up your liver, like not, but just the actual process of how when you put something in your mouth, where it goes and what happens and what's used for. That helped me because it's like, oh, I don't want that to happen, you know.
Yeah.
And then it'll help you see clearly where you want, you know, what you want to go in your body, and you know, things like that.
You know what we need to have is like an Osmosis Jones movie part 2. Whereas like Chris
It's a
Rock's
great film.
right, he's in your body going, do you know how many goddamn carbs in that motherfucker? That shit gonna spike your insulin, then what? The cell wall gonna open up, all the fat gonna be
That
stored.
might
What
change a lot of people's lives. It might.
Seriously.
You know, like when Blackfish came out and like a SeaWorld had to close, it would be like that. It would be like Osmosis Jones 2, people going keto, I swear.
I would love it.
It's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, but,
be the boys.
Osmosis Jones too.
yeah. And by the way, you had a quick update to your bet. If you lose 15 by December 5th, $100. If you lose 20 pounds by
It's
December
up
5th,
to 200, I think.
$200.
I think she upped it to 150, and she said if I go 20 or more, it's like 200, so on and so forth.
Wow.
Nice. Because it's going to, how old are you?
24.
Oh, everybody knows. Don't
It's gonna
worry.
be so
24.
easy.
Yeah, that's what my mom tells me. So my mom used to be a bodybuilder, so she knows how to like she knows how to like cut weight and to be really really like thin,
Yeah.
or to lose all the fat in her body.
Right.
You don't have to Google it. Here's Becky's mom right now. That's for the later edit.
Okay. I was like, yeah, we can't see anything, but she used to be really like, I mean, she still is in great shape. So she's like, you're 24. She's like, you just eat a little better and you exercise a little, you lose weight.
Yeah.
Now, is she giving you like help, or is she kind of like, dude, it's my money. I ain't gonna help you.
Not really. I mean, unless you consider help like tough love.
What do you mean? But like, what kind of tough love? What is she saying?
Like, she'll just be like, oh, it's like, the last time you stepped on a scale. Things like that. Yeah. She's tough, but she loves.
Are we related? Is your mama my mama?
They're Asian.
Very Japanese. Yeah, very
Yes.
Japanese.
I'm the same way with my kids.
Are you?
Few compliments. Very
Shit.
few.
Well,
Very few.
I would like Tina to take this opportunity to share some of your mom's tough loves while she's in the kitchen cleaning up.
Oh, okay.
She'll come in here and tell you. She'll be like,
share some.
she'll just go like, if I haven't seen her, and I'll walk in the door, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're so fat." Like, oh, like for you, kind of thing.
For you.
Yeah. Defend yourself, not to go. You're getting trolled over here.
She does, or she'll go like, she'll like look at me and start laughing, like, "Oh my God, those jeans don't fit you." Like,
Okay, I'm
Like,
not
mom,
like
they're
that.
ripped
I'm
because
not
of
like that.
fashion, okay? They came like that from the store. I didn't rip them myself.
Yeah, she's hardcore.
Oh gosh, it's so bad that I'm laughing. No, but that's so true.
It is. That's their generation.
Yeah.
And their parents were worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because my grandma's grandma, so my great grandmother was like, we'd come home from school and she'd be like, "Oh, good thing you're not fat, because I don't like fat people." She would tell us that every day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, because I was super active as a kid. I wasn't a chunky kid because I was so active.
Yeah, but see, it's like once you get like if you're 70 and over, everybody's a fattest, a racist. Everyone's a slightly, just a
So
little bit
true,
everything.
though. It's so true.
Yeah.
A little bit everything.
Exactly.
And they don't hold back. They
No.
just say it.
No, yeah.
I can't wait to be 70 and be like that.
And I'll tell you, Becky, like the difference between him and I, like, I mean, he has a lot of good information, but we did have two very different journeys.
Yeah, which is good.
So he plays basketball 4 days a week. So, I mean, it was tough for me to not get really upset that he dropped all this weight really quick, and I was still like, what the? Like,
But it's also a hormonal difference.
yeah. So, and then everyone always says, like, like a guy can skip a meal and lose 30 pounds, right? And then we can, like...
They can take a huge shit and lose 30
And
pounds.
then, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right? Men lose
It's
weight
so,
so
true.
much
I
easier.
see.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now,
But-
thank you.
yeah.
Because when her and Milk get started, and Milk drops 25 in 4 weeks, and she dropped 8.
Yeah.
It happens.
So
Don't
just
get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged.
And I will say this too. I lost the 30 pounds, but I did that with like little to no exercise. I don't like exercising, so it's doable. It is.
But you did just come from the gym, though, so that was cool. Remember that? Remember that?
Kind of.
If you call the kitchen the gym.
I swear to God, it's not even a lie. The last time we went to the gym for her, I dropped her off. She was looking because they sell this one smoothie, and then they didn't have it. She came right back out.
That is the only reason why. You know what? Let me tell you something, UFC gym, okay? I'm going to stop paying every month to just go buy it and get a smoothie. Like, that's dumb.
Why do you pay gym membership? No.
Because I thought if I paid it, it would make me want to go.
You're the
you
only one who's ever thought that.
Are the
2 years
person
later,
they
2
love.
years later, I'll probably have gone like a total like count on my hands.
Oh,
in 2
wow.
They bank on people like you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Welcome, I'm paying the light bill over there.
Yeah. So you actually don't have to work out a lot, but you should get activity.
Yeah.
Well, for me especially, it was like that was and then everybody's different, right? So my motivation was so that I could play basketball with less pain. So I was a weird example where I didn't even really care about the. I mean, I needed to lose some weight too, but I wasn't thinking about that.
No.
And I didn't realize that. Well, your knees are sore partly because you do have some extra weight.
Yeah.
But when I saw Jodi's video on July 4th, and I was like, hungover, and I was thinking about doing something different. I was really thinking about the inflammation, and so she talked about that inflammation and how sugar and carbs are directly related to the inflammation, right? Mm-hmm. And then I just started going on this how you go in one of those YouTube rabbit holes. Yeah. And next thing I'm reading about cholesterol had a bad rap back in the 70s when the studies were, oh boy. And then I just started to read all this stuff that, even cholesterol gets a bad rap, that cholesterol really gets sent by the body to go repair inflammation damage that gets done by sugar and carbs.
Yes.
So, stuff like eggs, like I saw you post the other day, don't just eat the egg whites. That's like so last century.
Yeah.
It's the yolk that has all the nutrition.
Right, and that cholesterol is not bad for you.
Yep.
It's really all the inflammation caused by the sugar and the carbs. And if you lower that, then guess what? You're probably not going to get the damage in the first place, the inflammation damage, and then you won't see a lot of cholesterol rushing to the scene of the crime, trying to fix all the damage,
Correct.
which then could lead by accident to stoppages, right?
Well, the short of it is that we were duped big time. And so big food wants you to eat these unhealthy processed foods that are very cheap for them to make. They don't care what it does to your health because it feeds the money ring of big pharma, who makes money off of you being sick because now you need medications. And these two bodies now...
Oh,
Sorry,
hello.
We've got Tina's phone hooked up because we're practicing
hold on.
on our brand new toys.
Let me see if Sam got back to us real quick. Let's see. Let's go
Tell
back
crazy
to the Wi-Fi.
Oshiro to
Oh my God. No, he's going to lecture me.
Huh?
Yeah. By the way, let's talk about that. How did Crazy Oshiro respond when you tried to approach? How do you approach people, Jodi?
But it's crazy, right?
Right.
Okay, so you can text him. Well, not everyone, but if you have his number,
Right.
you can be like, so I'm not saying you're fat, but you have talked on the air numerous times about how you've tried this diet plan, that diet plan.
Nice.
Oh.
You
Nice.
lost weight, you gained it all back.
Right, and he's sharing this willingly, so that's fair game.
And I have the solution for you. And I literally told him, let me keto coach you. And I know he's cheap. So I said, and all it will cost you is a chicken katsu from L&L.
Oh, what?
He seriously thought about it, though. He did for a couple weeks, and then he's like...
Then he ate the chicken katsu.
Then he went down to a mini.
and then it
chicken
just went
katsu.
down.
It's negotiation, bro.
Mini chicken katsu.
I
my
tried to save
goodness.
his life, though.
You did. Yeah,
I
you did. You did.
I did. I just think he's a nice Japanese boy from Waianae.
Yes.
And I want to help him. That's all it is.
Nice.
That's so funny. But yeah, he fluctuated through weight loss too.
He struggled with that his whole life.
I mean, that's why I think this topic's so relatable. Like, who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Like, I mean,
Exactly.
I think it's so rare the person who's just like, I got this, and they never have any problems, right? That's like 1%.
Yeah.
And the rest, everybody goes ups and downs. Like for me, like it still feels brand new. You know, even though it's been a year and something. It's not even a year and a half yet. Year and a couple months maybe, right? So it's like, I still feel like the totally horrible decision maker has no idea that I've been poisoning my body for so long, right?
Okay,
so,
but look. Okay, so look in the last year, you
Right.
guys. Okay, and look at all the things he's accomplished. Including now he's a doggy daddy, and we never thought that would happen.
you can't
So
calculate.
look at the positive change,
you
right?
you can't calculate the domino effect.
Exactly.
of-
Thank you.
Of erasing pain and like raising energy.
Yeah.
Right, and like I told Becky earlier this week in the studio, I was telling her, I was like, I didn't even know how addicted I was to the food until I got unaddicted.
Yes.
It's because it's just like you look around and everybody's eating 4 or 5 times a day. Zippy's at 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's doing it, so you don't feel out of place. Just you don't realize that Kanaka attacks aren't supposed to be a part of real life.
Yeah.
You don't realize that I'm just so out of it. I ate this large loco mocha in the graveyard. I just not gonna sleep. I got a wedding
It's
gig
so
to
funny
do.
you say that because every time I do Kanaka attack, I wake up feeling gross. Almost always wake up feeling with that burning sensation.
We all do.
Yeah.
But I think we've all accepted like, oh, but that's just living life in Hawaii. You have, 4 or 5 plate lunches a day, and that's just, and then you die a little bit early. You have diabetes or gout, and that's just the way it is, right?
Exactly.
And then you get off of it, and you're like, wait a minute, life just feels better.
Right.
So from that, then you're like, oh, let me do this project. Let me start doing podcasting. Let me move, get a dog. You just get, it really does affect all of that. Your mind's clearer. I even feel like I see better and hear better.
I think that's true. I think there is a fog that you're in that you don't know that you're in. And once you cleanse your body, you do see things a lot clearer. There's a clarity like in your thinking and your, the way your mind is processing everything. Like I think it's just, it's a very noticeable change. So, and then even if you can, do some MCT oil and that helps too, but even just getting rid of the carbs and the sugar, just that alone, it's like you just start to, you're able to think clearer.
Well, and people don't realize that the nickname for Alzheimer's disease is type 3 diabetes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, because the sugar makes plaques on your brain cells, and it blocks energy and fuel from going into your brain. So your brain slowly dies, and that's what Alzheimer's disease is. And it's driven by sugar and a couple other things. But I'll tell you a really sad story real quick is a very close friend of mine, his mom has Alzheimer's disease. They grew up having dessert every single night after dinner. So tons of sugar in their life. And he went to go see her, and she didn't even recognize him. He, this whole time, is a close friend and was like, keto, whatever. And then that happened, and now he's like, this is real. But that had to happen, his own mom not recognizing him because of her Alzheimer's, because they had dessert every single day, for him to be like, I really need to get better about what I'm eating.
Yeah. I mean, to me, hopefully, the thing I would be excited to share with you guys, just starting this, right, is that I came in for my reason, she came in for her reason. We all came in for different reasons, right? And my reason was just like, I want my knees to be less painful so I could play basketball. That was the biggest motivation. Then I realized, okay, maybe I will lose some weight. Oh, maybe the weight will help the knees. Oh, wait, maybe I'll get more energy. Oh, wait, maybe I'm killing my appetite, which kills the addiction, which is just then frees me up mind-wise, focus-wise, energy. And then pretty soon, it's like I got addicted to all the different things that can be a benefit once you just start on that one. It's like the gateway was keto. And then I got into the probiotics and studying gut bacteria. And you don't have to go as crazy as me. I have an obsessive mind.
That sounds insane. Yeah, it sounds very scientific.
But it's like to each their own. So do it however you want to do it, right? So when I share with people what I put in my smoothie, they're like, that's a lot of stuff. I'm like, okay, well then just put half or put whatever you want to put. But the fact that I use smoothie as a tool, to
it's his tool.
Right.
Exactly.
It's just the way that I use it. But just knowing that there's so many different ways to have fun with it. And in the end, it's like it affected parts of my life that I didn't even think about.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean? So it's like, for you right now, it's just a bet. And then maybe for milk right now, it's just like, well, I don't want Becky to be doing it, and then I'm not doing it, so I better do it.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
But then maybe his asthma will get better.
I guarantee. How about this?
Okay.
You'll put money down.
I'll put money down.
That his asthma will get better, right?
What level is your asthma at right now?
What medications are you on?
It is bad.
How frequently do you have an attack?
Every morning.
Really?
Pretty much every morning.
And so you have an inhaler.
Yeah.
And that is that.
Albuterol, I have 2 of them, 2 different ones. One's supposed to be
chronic, and one's as needed. So I love this. Just put money on it.
I put money on
it right now.
I have a feeling now.
I'm
I'm just a guy who's been watching this happen, and I'm talking about for not only for me, I didn't even know my eyes were kind of fuzzy until they cleared it up.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and then I hear on the internet too, just the kinds of things that people just get back.
Yes.
They get back a thing they thought they lost, and I had asthma as a kid. And I definitely, I'm a weed smoker, so sometimes I have to slow it down because I get this totally helped breathing and everything. A lot of the blood basically helps with your blood flow.
Well, I think people don't realize how inflammation is tied to every single thing in your body, and asthma is purely a disease of inflammation. So he's going to do great on this. He just needs to do it. Is the
Oh my
key.
God.
I know. Dude. So what do we have on the line? What's your skin in the game, Mel?
Well, like, is it unrealistic? I know this is, I don't want to be like an 80s movie where like we get overly optimistic, but is it like possible for him to not even need an inhaler?
So Ryan, I mean, I know you don't know what I do in the clinic every day.
That's what I'm asking. You're the perfect person to ask.
Right, but yeah, every day we get people off their meds. Every single day. Mel, can you even imagine a life where you're not having an asthma attack every morning? Can you imagine what that might be like?
Before it used to be good. Before I didn't used to have to have it.
When did it start getting bad?
When you started eating all that fast food and drinking Red Bull.
Yes.
And energy drinks.
See, about like 4 years ago, probably. Yeah.
But the
Getting,
thing
like,
is, you're
really bad.
You're so young, and if you don't do something now, do you realize that it's only going to get worse?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Because there was a point where I didn't have to have it at all. When I was a little kid, had to be rushed to the hospital. Then after a while, it was all good.
Bye. See you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, when he said that he wanted to be involved, I was glad because I know how bad the asthma is. Because he's like waking up in the middle of the night, he's coughing, he's like searching for the inhalers. Like it's
That's the part I think a lot of people don't know. Is like
and
this
breathing is life.
yeah.
Hello.
No,
You can't
totally.
breathe, you can't live.
But just like when you think about keto, people just only think about the losing weight. But
No,
there's
that's
just
so
there's just
a
so
small part of it,
There's so many
yeah.
benefits, and then because of the it was almost like because of the keto was a gateway, and then I started doing stretching.
Which
Yes,
is good.
every
That's
morning.
good.
Right.
Does he do it in a studio?
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
every single morning.
Well, I
Can
just
you do it for us here right
well,
now?
I would love to. I mean,
Sits on the roller.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he's like,
I'm on the radio, like totally stretching and like stepping on stuff for my feet, because I realized that it's all connected, right? The idea that you need the blood to flow, and that inflammation stops that. That knots in my muscles and fascia stop that. All this stuff stops your body getting the nutrients, and it causes all this pain. And so, just the more you learn about one thing, that leads to the next thing, the more you just want to go like, what the hell? I just want to feel better. I want to feel good. Why not? Why not feel as good as I can, right?
Yeah, why get diseased and slowly die? And
no,
so,
I don't want that.
So there's this exclusive club. It's called the Keto Club.
Right.
And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be partying through our 80s and 90s until that day we just drop dead, cancer-free, arthritis-free.
Betty White will never die.
But maybe we'll have lots of gonorrhea. We're not sure yet. And it's how we're going out.
Keto does not cure gonorrhea. You heard it here first. Just in case you were confused.
Right, Ryan? It's how we're going out.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
so,
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be part of the club or not. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we? Let's wrap it up. Give her anybody who's listening and been riding along for the ride and wants is rooting for Becky and Milk and want them to do well.
Yeah.
Let's give us a quick recap on some things she has to focus on as she heads out to December 5th trying to win the $100, losing the 15 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
A few tips.
Okay.
You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you eat a lot of carbs and sugar, slowly wean yourself off. Cut it in half in week 1. Cut it in half again in week 2. By then, you're usually in pretty good shape. And keto is not the meat and cheese diet. You don't have to eat a lot of vegetables, Milk. There's other ways we can do it. The key is healthy fats, and you've got to incorporate that into your daily, because you're switching from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. And
right.
So there's all these things we can do, but
that's a cool one. I mean, that's one that I always remind. So I know it's basics, and people who know keto know it, but that's a really good basic thing that I learned that changed my world view on how I look at it. That you have two engines, and you're a computer guy, so right? Two engines that basically process the energy for your body, and then one uses the carbs and sugar, and the other uses fat. But the body, if given the choice, will always choose the sugar and carbs first.
yes.
So if you have a lot of that available, then it'll never get to burning the fat for energy, right?
Right.
So the idea is for keto is if we lower it enough, it switches to the second burner.
Yep.
And then that burner, literally, it lasts longer, right? So it's like 9 calories per gram of fat.
It's a cleaner fuel.
Yes.
It doesn't cause inflammation. In fact,
Right.
it fights inflammation. So fat turns into ketones.
So it's very similar to burning fossil fuels and then switching to like solar
Yeah.
or
So
wind.
if you continue to use sugar as your fuel source, you will slowly die. It's a proven medical fact.
Oh yeah.
But if you switch to using fat and then ketones as your fuel, you will literally reverse illness and disease. You'll be in optimal health and you'll literally thrive. So it's you have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, keto is easy. It sucks that it's called diet because it's not. It's
Right.
easy. It's fun. You feel great. You never want to go back after that because you notice a difference in how you feel.
Yeah.
You pay less for alcohol.
Oh, there's that.
You are a much cheaper date. It's amazing. Yes.
See, Milk? Look at that. Cheaper date.
There's all these wins for Milk. More sex drive, cheaper date.
Do you hear all of that, Mel?
I feel like we need to make a rap song out of this.
He's
Why-
excited.
yeah.
This is just how he looks, but he's excited.
I can tell he's excited.
Yeah.
He's glowing now.
So honestly, no pains or nothing, right? You're like, you feel pretty good. No like shoulder, back, nothing.
He's kind of slowing down. I call him Grandpa. Like sometimes when he gets out of the chairs or whatever, it's like something is like
knees. Usually, yeah.
knees.
See?
I'm
Already.
convinced that if he does stick with it, he will feel better.
Totally.
Yeah.
And he's gonna look different too.
Will you?
Yeah, I can already tell you.
Oh,
that
guarantee.
Right now. Yeah.
Oh, guarantee.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm telling you that right. He's gonna look different. Just the key is you cannot measure your success with his rate of success because guys are different.
Yeah.
No pressure, Milk, if she goes twice as fast as you. Just know that you're going 4 times as slow since you're a guy.
He's like scared now because he knows I'm aggressive. He's gonna be like, oh my god, she's gonna be lacking sugar and I'll be losing more weight. And she's gonna be grouchy. That's probably what he's thinking.
No, I think, but it's like both you guys doing together is going to help.
Yeah.
Trust me, because like I know people try it where like one person's like, dude, that's you. You do you, boo-boo.
Yeah.
But I'll be over here eating Lucky Charms, man. Like, you do your thing. But that's that is lucky that
It's
you.
good.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I do married couples all the time in the clinic. Boyfriend, girlfriend. I do mother, daughter.
That sounds so dirty. I'm going to edit this.
Father. Please edit that. And, oh my God, you're right. Okay.
I'm kidding. No.
Are your kids on keto?
My kids are kind of keto.
That's a
Kind of.
good question. Like, when's a
No,
good?
yeah.
Well, how early is too early? Tina's daughter, Lonnie, is 10. Like, we're trying to figure out like what is a good age to kind of like start.
Birth.
Really?
Yeah. So babies are actually born in ketosis. As long as you breastfeed, you're in ketosis. The day you switch to formula, you get kicked out of ketosis.
What?
Because infant formula is made up of 42% corn syrup solids. So it's almost all
What?
sugar.
Wow.
You telling me? So
So-
formula and Coors Light are the same thing.
It's literally the same thing. And
Or is
so,
it Bud Light? I forget the Super Bowl commercial that dissed which
Dude.
beer.
I know, I remember that.
Remember that?
But if we fed our kids better from the time they were infants, you would not see the rate of autism, ADHD,
Wow.
epilepsy, all of these anxiety, depression that we're seeing in kids nowadays. You wouldn't see any of it. None of it.
So like, what do you do though? You just like switch it out and hope they don't notice. I mean, what is your plan?
Honestly, well, my son's a teenager, right? He's 15. So for me, if I can just cut his rice in half, I've won.
Oh, it's already pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
already a win. And I notice it in his skin.
Oh, good.
When he goes to dad's house, he gets acne. When
Yeah.
he's at my house, clear skin.
Wow.
Because all of it all drives the same processes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I ate like shit growing up. Did you?
Of course, we all
Freaking
did.
Cereal.
Who didn't? Like
Yeah.
you were
Ho-hos,
talking about.
ding-dongs.
Let's go around the room. What did you grow up with? What was your favorite foods growing up?
Oh my god. I mean, I was drinking soda way too early, probably.
Dude, Malolo syrup.
Oh yeah.
We all grew up on Malolo syrup.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In those
yeah.
yellow igloos after soccer practice.
Yeah.
We would just be sucking down like
Yep.
jugs of that Kool-Aid and
Oh,
all that
yeah.
stuff.
Kool-Aid. I was Captain Crunch and Twinkies
Oh my god.
like all day.
Dude, what'd you grow up with, Mel?
Sodas, yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of sodas.
Candies.
Candies.
Ice
See?
cream.
Microwavable foods.
You like
Ah.
ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Ice
Yeah.
cream.
Dude, the keto ice cream's not bad. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, so we'll
It's
talk
not
about that
bad.
on Thursday.
Okay,
It's actually
okay.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I think we're good, dude. We covered a lot, man.
lot, yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna heal everybody all in this 1 hour podcast, but But
Inspire one person to start, and that's enough.
okay, why don't we end with tell them where they can find you on the web one more time, Jodi, Dr. Jodi.
www.theketoprescription.com. I give out free info. You can sign up for online coaching. If you're in Hawaii, come to the keto clinic. The phone number, you can email me. It's all on there. It's all on the website.
Okay, cool. And then Becky at Becky Mitz.
Yep. At Bretta Milk.
_milk.
At Bretta_milk.
Yeah.
Nice. And then at Ryan Motz, at Tina Franklin, HawaiianRyan.com. And bye.
Bye.
Don't die, everybody.
Yeah, don't die.
Eat lots of eggs.
Yay. Sperm has carbs. Sperm has carbs. Okay, bye.